Hello and welcome in my kitchen. I'm Annelies and you're with foodsoeasy.com. My family loves chicken pies and it's something that we grew up with, and making it has so much memories that I remember from my granny's kitchen and growing up in her kitchen, and the smell of chicken pies. And whenever our churches had bazaars, she had so much chicken pies that she made. It was just unreal. So today we're going to do the pre-preparation for the chicken that goes into the chicken pie. So what you need is, I have drumsticks, but you can use any type of the cut of the chicken. You don't have to use drumsticks, but I love drumsticks. And sometimes what I also do is, if I have barbecue chicken left over, I'll just put it in a container. And as soon as the container is filled up, then I'll start preparing the meat for the chicken pie. So first that I need is, I've got my drumsticks. I have my Watkins salt. I just love using my Watkins products. So this is Watkins salt. Watkins pepper. And then my favorite to use on my chicken and basically all my meat is the Heath seasoning salt. I just love it. It smells so good. At home we have a restaurant called Steers, and they have this amazing Steers seasoning salt, and it's almost the same as the Heath seasoning salt. So you just sprinkle that over your chicken. And then another thing that I do have is the barbecue chicken spice. So I'll just sprinkle that over. Okay, and then turn your chicken and do it on the other side as well. And I'm always in a hurry, so I'm doing it today in my Instant Pot, but you can do it in a slow cooker as well. You don't have to use an Instant Pot or a pressure cooker. But to me it's just easier to use them. Okay, and then you would just start from the beginning. So I have my Watkins salt. And Watkins uses fresh products in their ingredients, so it's a nice brand to use, the Watkins. And on my website is a link, so where you'll be able to buy their products. If you are interested in buying their products, on my website you can find them. Their black pepper. My favorite Heath seasoning salt. Just sprinkle it over. And the barbecue chicken seasoning. I've got an 8 quarts Instant Pot next to me, so I'm going to use that. I have a little tray on the bottom. It's my pressure cooker tray, so I just put it on the bottom, fill it with water to the end of the tray, and then I'll add some peppercorns. So I'll just use my Watkins peppercorns, goes in there, and then 2 bay leaves. I've got some bay leaves. Oh, that one was broken, so let's try these ones. Bay leaves. And then I'm going to add my chicken. And I really want the chicken very, very soft, that it falls off the bone. So instead of doing the default 15 minutes on the Instant Pot, I'll do 25 minutes. Okay, so my chicken is in. I'll close the lid. The vent is closed. I'll use my pressure cooker, 25 minutes, and there it goes. Pressure level is already on high. Keep warm would go off, and then my pressure cooker would start. And then see you after 25 minutes. The 25 minutes is done. The Instant Pot is finished. If you're in a hurry and you want to release the steam fast, then you can turn the valve. There's a valve on the other side. Then you can turn it so that the steam, you can release the steam. Otherwise, just keep it as it is. The steam will release eventually and you can work with the chicken. Remember, it is extremely warm. Do not, if you work with a valve, make sure you cover your hand, because if the steam burns, it's very, very sore. So what I'm doing in the meantime, while I'm waiting for the pressure to release, is I have sauteed onions. It's in my pot. I've sauteed some onions, and I'm going to add there to the onions garlic. I've got a garlic press. I've already got 2 garlics in there, so I'll add my 3rd one to the onions. Then I have mushrooms. I have 8 button white mushrooms, so I'll just cut them in half and then just slice them. For my chicken pie, I don't like chunks in my chicken. I like my chicken to be fine, and I like my veggies that goes in there as well to be small pieces, not big pieces. So my onions is already sliced and diced, and my mushrooms goes in. I have a handful of chives that I will cut. So let's put this there. I have a handful of chives that I will add there as well. But the onions is extremely strong. As soon as I touch onions, my eyes starts tearing up. Not sure what to do about that though, because I love onions. It's funny, on an interview the other day, Julia Roberts said anyone can invite her for dinner, but the only thing she doesn't eat, because she eats everything and she loves eating, the only thing she doesn't eat is onions. And they said, oh, why you don't eat onions? And she says it makes her fat. So is this why I am nice and round? Oh, we can't all be a pretty woman, can we, Julia Roberts? Oh, you're funny. Slice it, the scallion in the middle. So if you know what to do for onions not to burn your eyes, please let me know so that I can try it. Okay, add that to your pot with your sauteed onions and mushrooms in there. And then you can set it. I just set it on high. Everything should be soft and golden brown. And when it's done, you can set it one side and then just wait for the pressure to be released from your Instant Pot. The pressure has been released. I opened my pot. Now it's time to get the chicken out. So what I do is I just use my tongs. I remove the chicken and I place the chicken pieces into my mixer's bowl. And I'm going to show you a cool trick my granny used to do. Because she had to work with so much chicken when she made the chicken pies for our church bazaars, they would do like 100 chicken pies at once. So that's a lot of chicken. So they'll just add it to the mixer. Just remember to make sure that you don't have any bones in your meat. You don't want bones in your chicken pie. So what she did is she would put in the mixer, switch it on, and then make sure that all the meat are nice and fine. Oh, I probably have to plug it in. You can use 2 forks as well to separate the meat to make sure it's nice and fine, but the mixer works just as good. I have a handful of parsley, so I'll just chop this and make sure to add them to the chicken. I do the stems as well, they're just as good, not just the leaves. So I add this to the chicken. Oh, I've got parsley all over. So next up is the sauteed onions that you'll use with the mushrooms, the scallions and the chives. You'll add that to the chicken. Next up is your salt and pepper. So remember I said I use the Watkins salt and pepper. It's fresh ingredients and it's super good. And it's about a teaspoon of salt and pepper that you would use for this chicken. There's my salt. Oh, and my favorite, you can add some Hea's seasoning salt again to this. This is just as good. Mix all together. And just keep it to one side. Next up is you will prepare the sauce or the gravy. So you've got a packet of cream of mushroom soup powder. You'll just empty that in a glass container. I have some vinegar, so I'll add a half a cup of vinegar to there. The vinegar just gives the meat a very nice tangy taste. And then I have my homemade peach chutney. So you can buy this peach chutney directly from me, or on my website is a recipe to make your own peach chutney. So I'll just add a cupful of peach chutney. And it's so good. So just give it a good mix. And you'll add the soup powder to your pot. So now you want to thicken your gravy. You've already got your soup powder in there. You've got your liquid from your chicken in there. So I'll put it on saute for about 5 minutes and it will start. So just use a whisk to make sure it doesn't burn. And then you can just mix it until it's nice and thick and ready for your chicken. And it's going to be more than enough, this gravy for the chicken. So you can decide how much gravy you want to add. Do you want to make it nice and saucy, or do you want it to have to see that you've got gravy in but it's not that saucy? So you can decide how much you have in there. Something that I also love to add is the gourmet soup and gravy base, the chicken flavored one from Watkins. This is a very nice one to add to a gravy. So I'll just take about a scoop. This is about 25 milliliters. And remember, you can get this from my website. The link is on there. And just add some salt and pepper again. The Watkins salt and pepper. And then you just mix it together with your whisk. The gravy is ready. It's nice and thick, so let's pour it over our chicken. So I've got, you're just using a soup spoon for that. Just scooping out 1, 2 scoops, and then we'll see if it's juice enough or good enough. Oh, it smells so good. Yep, it's saucy enough. We have to give it a taste, of course, so let's just try. Perfect. So this was the chicken for the chicken pie. So the next video will be how to make the chicken pies. Remember, you need for the chicken pie the meat to be cooled down. You can't use warm meat on there. So see you in the next video. In the link below we will do, or in this description below, we will do the links for the Instant Pot, for the Watkins products that I'm using. The website will be there as well. You can like it, you can comment, and please tell me what to do with the onions that makes my eyes so teary. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.